Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Jonathan and you're welcome to my channel once again. I'm very sorry I've been away from this channel for some time. This is because of circumstances beyond my control, and I am back and I'm going to be pushing out contents as regular as possible. Now in today's video I'm going to be talking about simple electrical installation. It's so fascinating how this basic electrical installation is the bedrock of almost all electrical installation, be it residential, be it commercial, and be it industrial. And this is the basic electrical installation procedure. As an electrician that is starting out, if you are able to understand this simple procedure, believe me, you are on the right track to understanding the basic way of conducting electrical installations. With this knowledge, you'll be able to analyze systems or diagnose problems and be able to troubleshoot and rectify problems and find solutions to electrical issues. Now, okay, remember once again that whatever you see on this video is for educational purposes only, and you must take time to research, to make research on any electrical installation that you want to conduct. So without wasting much of your time, let's dive into the work of today. Now, in almost all electrical installation or electrical circuit or electrical systems, you will find some of the basic accessories that I have, electrical fittings that I have here. In almost all installation, you will find a switch. So this is what a switch looks like. I'm sure that almost all of us know what this is and what it is used for. And this can always be found in almost all electrical installations. Now, what you have to note about a switch is that this switch can come in different form. It can come as a toggle switch like this, or on and off switch like this. The switch can come as a breaker. Breaker is just a type of switch that can automatically switch off electrical supply when it detects a fault. It can come as a relay. It can come as a contactor for those of us that are into industrial installations. A switch can come in form of a relay, in form of a contactor, in form of a timer. It can also come in form of a float switch. So depending on the kind of switch we encounter, the principles are just the same, and the way you connect most of those switches is the simple procedure that I'm going to be showing in this video. Now, what I'm going to be doing in this video is just to connect a switch to a light bulb and a socket to the system. That's basically, and that is the basic things you normally do when conducting electrical installations. Now, we'll not go into industrial installation for now. This is basic residential systems, and this is mostly what you see in residential buildings. Now, the first thing we are going to be doing today is to learn how to connect a switch to electrical system or electrical installation. Now, switch is one of the most important fittings that we encounter in every electrical installation. What a switch does is to break or connect electrical flow, to break or to disconnect or connect the flow of electricity. Now, a switch is very important because most times you may want your devices or your load not to be on at some point in time. So to be able to achieve this, you have to incorporate a switch into the system. Now, depending on the type of work you want your load to perform will determine the kind of switch you will connect to your load. Now, just for to lighten up or disconnect a bulb, I think switch of this kind is very, very necessary. So that is what we are going to look at. Now, as an electrician that is starting out, you may be confused on how to connect this kind of switches. So what you are going to learn in this video is going to be how you are going to connect the switch to your electrical system. Now, when you look very closely on this switch, you will discover one thing. Now, this switch have three terminals. One of the terminals is called common. You see it as COM. Now, and the other terminals, you have two terminals at the other end, named L1 and L2. Now, there is a reason why you have two terminals at one end of the switch and one terminal at the other end of the switch, and we are going to talk about it in this video. Now to safely connect your system in the right way, the first thing you are going to find out is which of these wires is the mains supply. Now, what I mean by main supply is the power, the wires that are carrying power into your box. The wires that are bringing wire from the power source. That is what is called the mains supply. Now, once you are able to discover this wire, your problem is half solved. Now, to find out which of this wire is the mains supply, I'm going to use my tester, or if you have multimeter or any other device that you use to test for power, voltage or current, you can use that. For this video, I'm going to use my tester. So this wire is actually my live wire because it's showing me, it's indicating that it is live wire. So my problem is half solved. So what I'm going to do is, now the next thing you're going to do after you discover this wire is to connect this live wire to the common terminal of your switch. This is my switch. So as I showed you earlier, it has three terminals. So I'm going to look for the one that is common, which is exactly this. So I'm going to connect this live wire to, so first of all, I'm going to connect this wire together. So this red wire coming from my switch is going to, this is the red wire from my switch. I'm going to connect it to the red wire. Live is usually red, blue or yellow. So for this video it is red. So I'm going to connect this red wire of my switch to the live wire. So that is exactly what I'm going to do now. So remember, it must work safely. You can either disconnect the source of your power, or if you are experienced, you can still work with the live wire on. But you have to be careful. You have to use your pliers, or you wear your gloves to prevent electric shock. Now, once you have connected the red wire of your live wire to the red wire of your switch, now I am going to connect the red wire of my switch. I'm going to connect it to the common terminal of this switch. So once I connect this, so I've done my first connection. Now you see there is one more wire remaining here. This is the one that will take power out of the switch. Now, as I said earlier, the other two terminals have L1 and L2. So what you are going to do, depending on how you want to, besides there is reason for putting these two terminals. One of the reasons I'm going to do it later in a subsequent video, but where you put this second wire will determine how you're going to toggle your switch. Whether your switch is going to be on this way or this way. So I usually put it at line 1 so that it will align with how the switch is being made. Everything will align very well. So the next thing I'm going to do is to connect this second wire to L1. So L1, I connect it to L1. I've connected this. My switch connection is complete. So I've connected these 2 wires at the other end of the switch. So what I'm going to do, at the other end, you are going to be left with this wire that is connected to L1. The other end of it, you are going to connect it to the red wire from the load. Look at the load. This is what we want to power. So this black wire coming out from the other end of the switch is going to be connected to the live wire coming from the switch. As simple as that. Live wire coming from the switch. I mean from the load, that is the bulb. The light wire coming from the bulb. That's what you're going to connect. So I'm going to connect this. So as you can see, I've connected the black wire coming from with the live wire from the load. So yeah, that connection is done. So you will now realize that it's only left with to complete the circuit. You only need to complete it with the neutral connection. So the black wire from the load, we now connect it with the neutral of the source. That will complete the circuit. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So this is the neutral wire from the load, and this is the neutral wire from the source. So I'm going to connect the 2 of them. Let me off this switch. So the circuit is completed. I've connected the neutral to complete the circuit. I've connected the neutral of the load to the neutral of the source. So as simple as that. That is the right way to do this connection. I've gone to some places, to some installations where electricians make this kind of mistakes, and they are not. You should always break the live wire. That will enable you to work safely on the system without even switching off the power entirely. So that is the right way to do this. So I've completed my connection. So I'm now going to use my switch to power this load and see what happens. You see that my load is powered. My load is powered. My load is powered. As simple as that. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to show you how to connect your socket. Now, some people make these mistakes connecting the socket to the load wire. That is a wrong way of doing electrical connection. That's a wrong way of doing electrical connection. Now, to conduct electrical, to connect your circuit, you must connect it directly to the source. If you connect it to the load, it's going to affect the function of the load. so you must connect it directly to the source. So this is my socket. This is my socket. This is my socket. Of course, my socket has live, neutral, and earthing. In case you have the earthing wire, you must connect it appropriately. Now, I'm sorry I did not use the earthing wire in this connection, but when you are conducting your connections, you should make use of, you must do your earthing connections. So I'm going to, when you look at my socket here, you will see live, neutral, and earth. So what you are going to do is to connect accordingly. I'm going to connect the red wire, which is my live. I'm going to connect it to the live terminal of the socket, the neutral, as I'm going to do so now. So I've connected my socket, the live red wire to the live terminal of the socket, then black wire to the neutral terminal of the socket. So I'm going to connect it directly to the source of my power. So this is the source of my power, which is this source of the power. I'm going to connect it directly to this place. I'll connect it directly to this place, as you can see. Now the neutral of my socket will go directly to the neutral, to the source of my power, which is this. I've completed the connection. So as I said earlier, sockets must be connected directly to the source wires, because sockets need to take power directly from the source, so that you'll be able to handle the load that will be put on it. On no occasion should you connect your socket wire to the bulb or other load in series. Yes, in series with other load. It must be in parallel. I think that's the right connection. Parallel. It will be in parallel, not in series. So that is exactly how to do this simple electrical installation or connection. This is the right way. If you do it in other ways, you might still get results, but results you are going to get will not be the right result. And with time, you discover that the system begins to develop problems, and it can even cause fire and some other unwanted issues. So I've come to the end of this class. Please, if you have questions, do not forget to write on the comment section. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this channel, share it to your friends and family who might need this kind of knowledge. And I'll be posting similar videos. Turn on the bell notification so that each time I post similar videos like this, you'll be one of those that will be notified. Very soon I'm going to start other technical jobs that you can, such as generator repairs and maintenance, emergency maintenance and repairs, solar, which I have posted some of those videos already. I'm going to be posting more videos on solar installation, sizing of inverters, sizing of charge controllers, sizing of panels, wires, and the rest of them. So I'm going to be active from now henceforth. Thank you and God bless you. I'll see you in my next video. Once again, my name is Jonathan. See you in my next video.